Diggity Dogs, it's me, AJ Beast. Welcome back to another video, and we are here today to discuss the win that the Seattle Seahawks just got on Thursday Night Football against the Los Angeles Rams. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Alright, it is time to talk about this game. And to be honest, this game was messy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was a very messy game. So pretty much coming into the game, going through the first quarter, Seattle got the first touchdown. Rams scored a field goal. Okay. Second quarter hits, and we see a field goal and a touchdown happen for the Rams throughout the whole quarter, making the score 13-7 Rams, which, didn't look the best. Coming back in after the halftime, Seattle would get the ball, score a touchdown. The Rams would respond with a field goal and another touchdown. And in the beginning of the fourth quarter, they would go down and score another touchdown. Now, at this point, it was looking like Seattle was not really giving it all they had. And overall, I felt like this game was already lost. But silly me, for some reason, I believe that Seattle couldn't turn it around. And they did, as Rashid Shaheed would have a responding 58-yard punt return, returned back all the way for a touchdown. And to get back into the swing of things, Sam Darnold and the offense would go on the field to make that two-point conversion with Cooper Kupp. Then the Rams would fail their next drive, making it Seattle's chance to come back into the game, going down the field and passing to A.J. Barner, sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, for a 26-yard passing touchdown. And a very funny thing happened here, folks. So in this moment, it was 28-30 Rams. They go for the two-point conversion. The play goes. Now, initially, it looked like just an incomplete pass because it was just a chuck down. But what the broadcast team and everyone else was asking was it a backwards pass? Because if it was, it would be ruled as a fumble. And the last person who recovered the ball after the whole fiasco with it not being completed was Zach Charbonnet in the end zone. So it was under review, and the result was that it was a backwards pass, causing it to be a technical fumble recovered by Zach Charbonnet to give us the two-point conversion, ending the fourth quarter of the game 30-30. This game would not be won in the original 4 quarters because we would get a fifth one. Seattle would get the chance to defer the ball, basically giving them the chance to have the last laugh, essentially. Rams would unfortunately make it down the field to score a touchdown, but Seattle would respond back by not only getting a touchdown, but also getting the two-point conversion to win the game. Now, what is so monumental for me with this game, is Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold didn't have the best stats. He didn't even have the best game. Looking at his stats, he went 22 for 34, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Which, like I said, messy game, but at the end of the day, he was able to execute when he needed to most. He was able to beat them when the past few games that they've had have been complete shutouts. In the playoffs, as a Viking, he just has had terrible luck with the Rams. But luck came in their way today, and they were able to win this game. Now, I want to talk about some individual people because there are some stat lines for this game, win or loss, that are just incredible. First off, I want to say Kenneth Walker, what a great running back. So explosive, so amazing. Going for 11 carries, 100 rushing yards, and a touchdown. And he had 3 receptions for 64 yards. And Jackson Smith-Njigba actually didn't get the ball for the majority of the first half. I'm pretty sure he didn't at all. He got 1 attempt to him, but they weren't able to. They were locking up him all day. But at the end of the game, he ended up having 8 receptions for 96 yards and 1 touchdown. So overall, he had a great game. And there's not many other offensive players. I'll give props to Cooper Kupp for a very clutch toe tap during the overtime, making it down the field. That was one of those crucial plays that caused this victory to be even possible. So looking at the Rams, looking at the potential MVP favorite, and I think even losing this game makes it even more reason that he should be. Matthew Stafford had a 29 out of 49 completion, 457 yards, and 3 touchdowns. This man was on fire. He was firing on all cylinders, and it was all thanks to his number 1 target, Puka Nacua. 12 receptions, 225 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What a game for Puka Nacua. Truly one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. And if you don't agree with me, hey, you're just wrong. Because, what other receiver other than, Jamar Chase is putting up stats like these? It doesn't happen. So, ultimately, neither team should be disappointed in this game. I know I would have been sad if Seattle lost, and I honestly thought they were going to lose. Overall, the NFC West is just that competitive, and that's the thing. Whatever happens, if someone plays their card right, the 49ers, who no one has really even been talking about, could literally sweep and take over the division. It's been Rams Seattle this whole season. And then, because, they've just been, because of injuries, because of, stuff happening, obviously, they haven't been in much playoff conversation. But ultimately, they're still a really good team. And they have the opportunity to take the division. But, for now, Seattle sits on top. For this week. You never know when it comes to the next week or the week after that. The hardest part about being a part of the NFC West is that we're always competitive. The past few years that I've watched Seattle face off against this team, I think the only time that they won the division was the first year I watched. That was the last time that they did. And if they were able to do it again, I'd be so happy. This team deserves it. But I will argue that the Rams also deserve it, if not a bit more. And that mainly has to do with the star power of Puka Nacua, the amazing talent that is the ageless Matthew Stafford, and of course, this defense that was blowing up any player on the field today. Sam sometimes just couldn't get anywhere. So ultimately, props to the Rams. The better team may not have won. I'm gonna be honest, because at the end of the day, luck just was on our side. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you think this win means anything. Do you think that playoff time Rams might have their revenge? And do you think either of these teams are going to end up being the NFC West champions? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you have a good day or night whenever you're watching this. And yo diggity dogs, AJ Beast is out.